Hello, welcome to How to Play Stalactites, a game for one player. Now, I love going to caves. When I'm on vacation, I love going to caves and exploring caves and seeing all kinds of cool cave things. Okay, this is a little too hardcore. I'm not into that. Don't want to wear a helmet, don't want to get lost, don't want to die. Yes, this is my type of cave exploration. I love going to safe and explored caves and seeing things like a well drilled into a cave and ancient graffiti of the first explorers. And this game is brought to us by Solitaire by David Parlay. It's a game in the book. And I received some constructive criticism, so I'm going to be using a different deck today, one that's a little bit better with visibility, and hopefully in the future I'll do the same thing. It's the Bicycle Low Vision Easy See playing cards with 4 colors, so that way you can tell the suits easier just by color. Now, this is a solitaire in which we're going to take one deck of cards and deal out 4 cards horizontally at the top left-hand corner of your table. It's going to need a lot of table space. I'm about to explain why we're doing this here in a bit. But then we will need to do a secondary game if you want this game to be a little bit more solvable. We're going to play a game where we try to organize cards how we think they're best going to serve our purposes in the game. Now, parlay does not include this step, so if you want to be a lot more luck-based, don't do this. Go ahead and just deal out your 8x6 grid. So it's going to be 8 columns of vertically overlapping cards of 6 cards each. So you're taking the rest of the deck essentially 8x6 to get that level of cards. That will be your tableau to play from. So we're just doing this for the sole purpose of having a solvable game, because this game otherwise you will lose it a lot often, and I can't emphasize enough how important it is to do this step as opposed to just dealing out randomly, because you will get stuck quite often. In fact, it took me about 6 tries for this one. So I consider this a Steve Jobs solitaire because suits do not matter, and because of that, the only thing that matters is rank. So you're going to have your 4 bases. You're going to either decide to do +1 or +2. The king's going to wrap around the ace, so 2 ranks ahead or 1 rank ahead. Your tableau, all the exposed cards at the bottom are available to play, and your 2 hands can hold a card each, so you have 2 available spots in your hands to hold cards to get them out of the way so that you can play them onto the foundations, onto the bases. And by doing that, you can get those out of your hands by playing them only to there but not back on the tableau. And other than that, if you don't play them in your hand, you won't be able to get rid of them. If you do get rid of them, you can replenish your hand with 2 spaces. Real interesting game, very difficult game. Quite often you will lose it. So there we take that 5 in hand and eventually play it. Our hands are empty. So we keep going. We have the 7. Now we're looking for an 8. We're also looking for a queen. We decided to increase by 1. We could have increased by 2, but I find that really frustrates the brain a lot to do it by 2. Now you can't do it in groups, in sets of 3. This isn't the sandwich guy. We're not going to be doing that. So now I got a 5 and 3 in hand. I pick that 3, I pick that 5 out, so my hands are empty. You always want to try to keep your hands empty. Once you have a card in hand, it can become difficult to get rid of. And there we have finished each suit. We have won the game. And so if you want to actually play something besides solitaire with other people that you might call one-day friends, come to our subreddit Card Game Meetup. As of this time of publishing, we had 237 members. So we are growing. Do visit it and do post your city and what games you want to know and what games you want to play. Do check out in the description our Discord link to a Discord server where we talk about card games all day, every day. And I want to thank today's musician, Corrine Chan. This is the second time I used their super cool song. The first time you couldn't really hear it because, hey, it was an early video production and I just wasn't as good at it at the time, and I should have double checked and did it again. But please like and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. If you have friends that you want to play cards with or you want to learn card games and you want to play something that you see on this channel specifically, let them know about Card Game Meetups and let them know about this channel. Have them subscribe. Once we get to 1,000 members, we'll be able to do a lot more cool things like have polls and have opinion pieces and have people interact a lot easier. So definitely get them to like and subscribe, and do visit our musicians channel, and I will see you next video.